Let's start with the trait for the Holy Diver, Iron Fist. This trait grants the same 25% movement speed buff on third hit like the other traits, but unlike the others, Iron Fist gives you a 110% crit on every third hit. This is the trait that allows the Holy Diver to deliver its righteous beatings all over the Nexus. Kharazim's basic abilities are as follows. His Q, Radiant Dash, allows you to jump to an ally or enemy. When you jump to an enemy, you apply one basic attack. Breath of Heaven, his W, heals himself and nearby allied heroes and grants them a 15% movement speed buff. Deadly Reach, his E, increases his attack speed and attack range by 100% for 2 seconds. Kharazim's two ultimate options are 7-sided strike and Divine Palm. For the purpose of this video, we will be focused on 7-sided strike. Once you cast 7-sided strike, you become invulnerable and strike 7 times over 2 seconds. Each strike hits the highest health hero within the radius for 7% of their maximum health. The talent build for the Holy Diver is as follows. Iron Fist at level 1, Air Ally at level 4, Blinding Speed at level 7, 7-sided strike at 10, Fist of Fury at 13, Way of the 100 Fists at 16, and Epiphany at 20. If you'd like a written snapshot of the talents used, head over to Heroes Hearth and check out my Holy Diver guide there. So, why Iron Fist? Because it enables you to play like a melee assassin and pressure any enemy role in any position while maintaining your utility as a support. While Iron Fist doesn't afford you any additional healing power, Breath of Heaven by itself is efficient enough to give you a considerable amount of healing. You're not going to beat Lucio or Medic, but you can keep pace with every other healer as long as you are healing 2 or more allies with every cast of Breath of Heaven. Remember, be efficient. Here are some endgame stats that prove that you can in fact heal with Iron Fist. Bear in mind that there are tons of other variables involved. Now that we've done the basics, let's go over some of the subtle but significant elements to each of the abilities when playing the monk. Your trait activates on every third hit. You can store 2 of the 3 hits needed to get the effect for about 3 seconds before your combo stacks reset to 0. This means during lane or any other time there's some form of enemy to hit, you can attack twice and save your third hit for your chosen hero target. Regarding Radiant Dash, you are not unstoppable. The dash can be interrupted by roots, knockbacks, stuns, stasis, and sleeps. Keep in mind the angle that you use to approach your allies and enemies to stay clear of all that CC. What you must keep in mind about Radiant Dash is that it is inconsistent as heck. Where your body is placed when dashing to a target, or where your body stops when interrupted by CC are both variable, as seen in these clips. This honestly bamboozled my friends and I during testing.
Kharazim is glitched with ET Cataract.
The right should work.
Nope. You thought.
Concerning Breath of Heaven, note that your movement speed buff there does not stack with your movement speed buff from your trait. Do not try to stack these. At most, chain the durations to stay faster than your opponents, but remember that using your heal for just movement speed is very inefficient. Deadly Reach is an ability that you will be using consistently during the game, but the mana cost can get to you if you're not careful. You can mitigate this by precasting Deadly Reach when you know you are approaching your target to allow time for mana regeneration. Additionally, Deadly Reach will not activate until a basic attack successfully hits an enemy. This includes a basic attack propped by your Q. You can attack a target while blinded with Deadly Reach primed and it will not activate until you actually hit that target. This offers you a bit of counterplay when dealing with blinds. Taking 7-sided strike affords you defense and offense in equal measure. Because it makes you invulnerable for 2 seconds, you can avoid any imminent damage and buy yourself time for CDs for an escape. Using 7-sided strike has the same effect as walking through Tyrael's Sanctification. All debuffs and dots are immediately removed. To get the most value out of 7-sided strike offensively, look for isolated targets to ensure that all 7 strikes hit the same target. Now concerning the use of his allies at level 4, I had stated in my guide that Air Ally is the one that gives vision, and that's true, but any ally spirit selected will grant vision, just not clear vision, meaning vision that can see over walls, terrain, structures, or other impassable objects. Both Earth and Spirit allies will not reveal stealth either, but they still provide regular vision that can be used as a safety ward when grabbing Mert camps, or be used to maintain vision on an enemy target to secure a takedown. During laning phase, you should be a roaming monk, seeking chances to deliver holy beatings to your enemies. Forcing opponents to use their healing fountain early through ganks using the QE combo creates an advantage, especially before the first objective spawns. During the objective phases, look for targets to hit with your QE combo just as you did during laning. But be careful not to overextend. The Holy Diver's safety and lethality definitely scales with levels, so remember to dive responsibly. The purpose is to be a Holy Diver, not a Holy Feeder. Throughout the match, your mindset should combine being an opportunist and an instigator. This means manipulating the use of enemy cooldowns to facilitate control over the fights and skirmishes. Do not, however, forsake your responsibilities as a healer. Because of the high mobility afforded to you by the build, you will have opportunities to Q into a target, E-burst that target, Q back to your teammates, W your teammates, and Q into the fray once more. Remember, your W will always self-heal, so use it in range of multiple allies. The strength of the Holy Diver is that it enables you to be exactly where you are needed at key moments during a fight to save allies and take down enemies.
Get in there! Out of the way!
Worthy of gods or in all things.
お前はもう死んでいる。
何? Perhaps the correct talent this excellent work.
That's all for now, folks. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, punch that like button. If you're interested in seeing more, hit me with a subscribe. And if you want to ask questions or discuss the contents of the video, leave a comment here or on Heroes Hearth. Stay ready, and I'll see you all on the next video.
I welcome a new trial.
Well done, friends.